Greetings, I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Detroit Pistons. We're picking 9th in the upcoming draft. We love what we saw in you and want to ask you some questions to see how well you'd fit in with us. Question number 1. The team that we built here in Detroit was a rebuilding effort that didn't quite pan out. Obviously, it's difficult to predict the future, but I expect to see a fair amount of roster turnover as we work towards retooling the lineup for another rebuilding effort. How comfortable would you feel coming into a situation where the roster is in a state of flux?
It sounds to me like you're asking if I'm comfortable losing in the short term. Sure, I can handle that for a little while as I learn the NBA game. It's not the biggest motivator in the world, but if you're telling me that you guys have a master plan, I can definitely get on board with that as long as it doesn't hold my game back.
Next question. If you were a GM, where would you draft yourself in this draft?
It'd be a real honor to go lotto, know what I mean? As a player, you work your entire life for this day. You dream of putting on that hat, walking up to the podium and shaking Mr. Stern's hand. To be recognized as one of the first players drafted, that's a reward I definitely want for all the work I've put towards this.
Okay, good stuff. We'll be in touch if we have any other questions. Hello, I'm the General Manager for the Portland Trail Blazers, and I'd like to thank you for meeting with us. We have a pair of picks in the lottery at the 6th and 11th slots, and would like to ask you a few questions. Aside from a few veterans, this is a very young team. We're bringing in a lot of young talent this offseason, and it won't be easy to get this team back into the playoffs immediately. Are you willing to take your lumps as a team in order to grow as a core along with all the other young talent the Blazers have?
I think so. I know you guys are in a bit of a rebuilding process right now, but what better way to rebuild than with a franchise guy like me? I won't stand for losing too long, but if all goes according to plan, that won't be the case, man. As long as the Blazers will believe in me, I'll believe in them.
Okay, last question. This question is a tough one to ask, as there really isn't a right or wrong answer. Over the last couple of years, we've had entire seasons washed out by insurmountable injuries. As a franchise, we're becoming more conscious on injury histories and what that means for our draft picks. What can you tell us about your injury history and, more importantly, your ability to play through pain?
I've had some twists and sprains on my way to the top. Who hasn't? The important thing is that I never let it jeopardize my career. I've seen the injuries you've had to guys like Odin and B. Roy. Those guys tried to rush back too quick, and look where they are now. I'll never let that happen to me, regardless of what any team doctor tells me.
Well, I can see that we are not a match, unfortunately. Good luck to you on draft night. Greetings, I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Hornets. In addition to first pick, we also have the 10th pick in the upcoming draft and are looking at you with one of those picks. We would like to get to know you better by asking you a couple questions. Let's get to it. What do you think you'll bring to a franchise as far as marketability?
I think that's really for you guys to decide. What I'd bring to your franchise is my basketball skills and a winning attitude. Anything beyond that, that's really for your team to sort out. I like to stay focused solely on the game.
Interesting. Next question. Do you feel pressure to be good right away in this league?
Man, considering that I spent my entire life working towards this goal, yeah, I feel pressure from myself to succeed now that I'm finally going to make it to the league. It's okay, though. I've put pressure on myself at every level I've played at, and, here I am.
Great answers. I really think you'd fit in great with us. Here's hoping we're able to draft you with our pick.
Good evening and welcome to the 2012 NBA Draft. Tonight represents the culmination of years of hard work for 60 of the world's best young players. It is also a time of optimism for our fans and our teams. It's going to be a great night. I know the young men hoping to hear their names called tonight can't wait to compete against the best basketball players in the world. So let's get started. With the first pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Anthony Davis from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Michael Kidd-Gilchrist from the University of Kentucky. With the third pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Bradley Beal from the University of Florida. With the fourth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Dion Waiters from Syracuse University. With the fifth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Thomas Robinson from the University of Kansas. With the sixth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Damian Lillard from Weber State University. With the seventh pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Harrison Barnes from the University of North Carolina. With the eighth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Terrence Ross from the University of Washington. With the ninth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Andre Drummond from the University of Connecticut. With the 10th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select the 19-year-old point guard from Lithuania,